Hey guys, today we're playing Lights, Camera, Action and High School Story. Peyton, Julian, and Autumn are on location for the filming of Harsha, a movie featuring action star Chris Winters. You take in the sight of the film crew hard at work on the elaborate movie sets. Whoa, I can't believe we're on an actual for real movie set. Thanks for inviting us along, Peyton. You're totally welcome. When I saw the casting call for the latest Chris Winters movie, I knew we couldn't pass up the chance to play an extra. Hey, maybe we'll get her big break. Don't you think I'd make a great action star? I can see it now. Apocalypse Rush. One football star and his pet hamster on a mission to save the world. Excuse you, Mr. Squeaky is Hope's hamster, not mine. Anyway, what's this movie Harsha about? It's like, after a mission goes horribly wrong, Secret Agent Jack Myers wants out, but he's brought back for one last mission. Maybe we'll get to be special agents. We better practice our super spy moves. Just then, a serious man in a crisp gray suit jacket strides up to you. Excuse me, am I dreaming, or is style icon and super famous director Thomas Hunt talking to us? Someone pinched me. Are the four of you here for the casting call? Yeah, we're here to play extras for Harsha. What's your name? Ashna, and these are my friends Peyton, Julian, and Autumn. Ashna, I want you playing the main hostage in the upcoming kidnapping scene. You've got the right look, and your friends can play the other hostages. Hunt hands you a copy of the script. What are you standing around for? Get over to hair and makeup before I change my mind. Right, on it. You and your friends head over to the trailers to get your hair and makeup done. I know I was joking about getting our big break, but wow, this is really happening. Come on, let's go get ready for 15 minutes of fame. We walk into the hair and makeup trailer, and Peyton stops in her tracks. OMG, is that Chris Winters? You peek around Peyton to see a tall man sitting in front of a lighted mirror and getting his hair done. He spots the four of you and smiles. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Chris. Chris approaches and gives you a firm handshake. And your name is? I'm Ashna. Nice to meet you. And I'm Peyton. Oh my gosh, I watched all your movies. Fireman, Inferno, The Last Lumberjack, Renegade Ranger, Mailman Mealy. Don't forget Fireman 2, back in the incinerator. I'm honored. Meeting new fans always makes my day. So I hear you guys are my new co-stars for the hostage scene. Yep, that's us. Ashna's playing the main hostage, according to that dude back there. That dude is Thomas Hunt. Sometimes I don't even know you, Julian. Hostage number 1 is a tricky role. Is this your first time acting, Ashna? Actually, I've got acting experience. I've been in a few school plays here and there. True. Great, then this scene should be a cinch for you. Just let me know if you have any questions. Now let's get you guys to hair and makeup. Chris walks you further into the hair and makeup trailer. You see several racks of clothing by the wall, along with illuminated mirrors. I'm in heaven. I never want to leave this place. You and your friends sit down in chairs facing the dressing tables, while makeup and artists look you over. Overhead, they discuss different looks for you. This is gonna be interesting. Just as one of the makeup artists starts dabbing foundation on your face, you hear a shout. Hold on, I don't do makeup. Julian ducks away from the makeup artist. I thought we were just doing my hair. Guys don't wear makeup. Julian, makeup isn't only for girls. Why put yourself in a box like that? Stuff shouldn't only be for guys or for girls. Makeup can be for anyone. Chris comes over and sits in the chair next to Julian. Let me tell you something. Every guy you see in a movie or magazine, he's wearing makeup. For real? Yes, celebrities don't wake up looking picture perfect. They need a little help, but no one likes to acknowledge it. That's so true. There's a lot of stigma around guys wearing makeup or not looking masculine enough. But that doesn't mean we have to buy into that way of thinking. You know, I never thought of it that way. Maybe this makeup stuff isn't so bad. Julian leans back in his chair and grins at the makeup artist. Okay, go for it. You makeup artists and hairstylists get to work as well. Your hair is combed back and styled, but blushes brushed onto your face. Finally, your look is finished. You check yourself out in the mirror. Wow. Your hair has been pulled back into a loose bun with escaped strands framing your face. Your piercing gaze and sharp profile match the haunted look of your character. Guess I'm ready for my close-up. One of the wardrobe designers brings over a long rack of current fashions. Ooh, that is definitely my color. I look great. Nearby, Chris jokes around the stylist. When his makeup is done, he strolls over to you and your friends. What do you think? You guys all look fantastic. You're ready for the camera. We got a few minutes before filming starts. Let me show you around. You and your friends walk outside with Chris. In the dazzling sunshine, he leads you to the studio, greeting the film crew and other actors. So what's the deal with the hostage scene? I read the part of the script Hunt gave us, but that doesn't tell us a lot. Well, Agent Jack Myers is trying to take down a massive, all-powerful corporation, but he can't figure out who exactly is pulling the strings. When a group of innocent teens gets kidnapped, that's us. Agent Myers has to figure out a way to free them from. Winters, we need you on set. Chris gives you an encouraging smile as you near the set where Hunt is waiting. Well, I'm off to prep for my scene. Good luck. Got any tips? Anything we should know before we film? Inhabit your role fully. Don't just play pretend. Before you speak, remember what your character is feeling and convey that through your lines. I'll do my best. Chris walks off. You and the other actors in the hostage scene gather in front of Hunt. Your roles in the scene should be simple enough. You play young teens kidnapped by a shadow organization that only Agent Myers knows how to combat. You're being held hostage as leverage against other forces. What's your emotional state? Terror, uncertainty, desperation. Like the feeling you get on a 4th and 1 when you're down by 5 but less than a minute in the game. And they've been blitzing through the O-line all night. Precisely. The flame of hope is flickering out, and soon you'll have nothing. Got it? Good. Places, people. We don't have all day. You and the other actors are huddled together in a set designed to resemble a vast abandoned mansion. Scene 23. Begin. A dusty chandelier overhead illuminates the bare room. You lean back against the wall, mentally running through your lines. Where are we? Last thing I remember, I was going out for a run, but it's all hazy after that. We've been kidnapped. But why would anyone take us? We're nobodies. Speak for yourself. We're not nobodies, we're bait. The film crew circles around to focus on you as you explain your theory. Finally, you get to your feet. No one's coming to save us. No one ever has. It's all up to us. So what do we do? Chris's words echo in your mind. You summon the emotions of your character. When you speak, you sound determined. You turn to Jake with a fierce determination on your face. What do? We save ourselves. Now listen up. Here's a plan. When the scene is over, Chris walks over and offers you a high five. Amazing work. I love the way you played that scene. Thanks. A famous actor did give me some helpful advice. Always happy to help. You're a natural at this, Ashna. After a few adjustments to the mansion room by the design team, you get back into place with the other actors. Winters, you're on. We get to see the Chris Winters in action. Yep, Agent Myers to the rescue. The film crew focuses the camera on Chris as he breaks the lock on the door. He swiftly knocks out one of the guards and puts the other in a headlock. Where are they? Where are the hostages? You watch Hunt direct a scene with Chris searching the mansion for you and the other hostages. Tell me where the hostages are. You got 5 seconds. When he hears a company of guards coming down the hall, Chris hoists himself into an air duct where he waits until they're gone. This place doesn't match the blueprints at all, unless... Chris drops back down in the hallway and studies a wall. Back in the room of hostages, Autumn nudges you into whispers. You're up, Ashna. Good luck. Thanks. I just hope I don't mess up my lines. A false wall gives away with a crash. Chris strides in and drops to one knee. You're all here. Great. Come on. We don't have much time. Who are you? That's... Cut. Winters, pull it together. Tell me, what do you think Agent Myers' motivation is right now? How does he feel having walked in on a room full of hostages? Well, he's relieved. He wants to rescue them and escape the compound. Wrong. By this point, Agent Myers has been pushed to the limit. He's desperate and consumed by his mission. He won't stop at anything to get what he wants. And the scene begins again. Chris crashes into the room, then stops. He surveys the hostages. You're all here. Great. Come on. We don't have much time. Who are you? Chris smiles reassuringly and pulls you to his feet. Before you can even speak, Hunt signals the film crew. Cut. This is absurd. Did you hear any of what I just said, Winters? He said, Agent Myers is a man on the brink. He toes the line between good and evil. He makes you question whether the end actually does justify the means. He's here to rescue the hostages, not sing them bedtime lullabies. You watch as Hunt continues to lecture Chris. Hunt's being so harsh. He makes my football coach look like a big old teddy bear. Classic Hunt. He's just being tough on Chris to bring out the best in him. You'll see. Just then, Hunt turns to you, a scowl on his face. And Ashna? Yeah? Keep up the good work. Everyone resets the scene. At Hunt's direction, Chris breaks down the wall again and strides into the room. He barely glances at the hostages. You're all here. Great. Come on. We don't have much time. Who are you? Chris is already in the hallway, checking if the coast is clear. Without looking back, he gives you a brisk reply. That's strictly need to know, and you don't need to know. Hold on. How do we know we can trust you? You don't, but I'm your only option. Now, if you're done getting in the way of your own rescue operation, we better get to the helicopter pad. It's our one ticket out. Actually, you're wrong. I've got a better way. Once the scene is finished, you and your friend hang back to watch Chris fight his way through the mansion, searching for the mastermind behind the plot. I've got a 2 o'clock appointment with their boss, and I'm running late. Hunt notices you watching the scene and beckons you over. You seem like you have a knack for directing, and I'm not one to stand in the way of learning. Would you like a turn in the director's chair? You watch Hunt direct an action-packed fight scene, taking in his every command. Hunt barks orders at the film crew as Chris dodges bullets in a long, narrow hallway. Sorry, but this is gonna hurt. As Chris throws a mock punch, Hunt turns to you. As it is, the camera angle leaves something to be desired. Your thoughts, Ashna? I think this should be a medium shot. There's a lot of action going on in the scene. It'd be cool to see what Chris is feeling and what's happening in the background. Don't you think focusing on both the action and Chris himself is too much? No, because in this scene, Chris is fighting both his inner demons and his real-life enemies. It's a symbolic fight, as well as a literal one. You're right. I am? But you said... I was testing you. If you can't defend your choices, then they aren't worth making. Hunt instructs the film crew to follow your suggestion. You watch the scene unfold on camera with a mid-range shot of Chris fighting off one guard after another. An astute call, Ashna. From behind the camera, you observed Hunt directing the last scene of the day. Winters, you're an agent on a mission, not a bear fresh out of hibernation. Try not to growl so much. From the top, and I want the camera to pan away from Agent Myers when he goes up to the guard. While Hunt directs, he points out key techniques and readily answers your questions. In the final moments of a showdown, the camera focuses on the clench of Chris's fist, but not his shadowed face. So why don't you show Agent Myers' face here? Aren't his instructions important? They are, but we're showing that through his body language. He's fighting to hold on to a sense of humanity. Oh, so the shadows symbolize how close he is to losing himself? Correct, you catch on fast. If only my university students were as bright. Thank you. That means a lot to me. After filming wraps for the day, Hunt nods to you and your friends. You did a respectable job today. Hunt turns on his heels and walks away. It's high praise coming from him. But seriously, I had an amazing time with all of you. I'll see you guys at the premiere. Absolutely yes, we'll be there. On the night of the movie premiere, a limo picks you and your friends up from the hotel where you're staying. Now this is what I call traveling style. Am I hallucinating? Is there a flat screen TV in here? The limo takes you to a theater in LA. As you step onto the red carpet, several cameras go off at once. You blink through the dazzle to see Chris waiting for you. Hey Chris. Hey, glad you could all make it. Thanks for inviting us. Yeah, it's like a dream come true. And this right here, totally squad goals. Chris walks you and your friends down the red carpet. You wave to the paparazzi before going to the theater, following a train of well-dressed celebrities. The four of you head to the front, where your seats are reserved. Hunt is already there, frowning at the movie screen. I commend you on surviving the ravening hordes of paparazzi. Why weren't you out there? The media is a little too excitable for my taste. I prefer the peace and quiet of exclusive theater seats. He says that, but he's one of the best in Hollywood when it comes to handling the media. It's no more difficult than handling a lecture hall full of university students. Now for quite finished making small talk. Hunt focuses his gaze on the big screen. The lights dim and the movie begins. Oh my gosh, this is it. The movie opens with Agent Myers leaping out of an exploding helicopter. He dives into a roll, narrowly dodging a piece of flaming debris. The movie cuts to Agent Myers sitting on his bed in a barren, dull gray apartment. All you can hear is a drip of a leaky faucet. I'm done playing the hero. You lean back in your seat and let yourself get absorbed in the movie. When the credits start rolling, the lights come back on. Celebrities and movie credits mingle in the theater. What'd you think? Your honest opinion. No hollow flattery, please. 5 stars. I loved it, and I'm not just saying that because I make an appearance. Ditto. Though I gotta say, we look good on the big screen. I love the juxtaposition of Agent Myers' inner life with his outer conflict. And the explosions are awesome. Chris, that part where you backflipped off a moving train? Epic. Thanks. Just don't try it at home. Chris rummages in his pocket and produces 4 exclusive film studio passes. Here, this is for you. I want to say thanks. Without the 4 of you, this movie wouldn't have been possible. Nonsense. We would have found other actors. But I am glad we had talents like you in the film. Thank you. You're very welcome. I suppose you wouldn't be a complete waste of time to mentor. When you're applying to colleges, do consider Hollywood U. I'll think about it. Check out Hollywood U. Well, I can't, because it's not there anymore. I can't. It's not going to take me anywhere. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and see you guys next time. Bye!